everybody, Megan here. I said I was going to do a live video today about the bullying and sheltering of kids and give some of my own experiences as well. There was a lot of awesome posts on my little comment yesterday, and I'm glad that a lot of you guys were being honest and awesome, and you guys really told me, you know, what you keep from them or what you don't let them do, which is awesome. Okay, that looks weird. There we go. And I'm glad that you were honest with me about it. I did see a lot of people saying that they don't let their kids see anybody who's sick, which I get. I understand that. I think my mom did the same thing. I don't really remember, but I do know that she didn't want me to get sick. Of course not. Who wants their kid to be sick? You know, especially when they have a heart defect that's not going to be something you're looking forward to doing. And one thing I do know, my mom, once I was old enough for daycare, nobody for a daycare would take me because I was too scary and too much of a risk, apparently. So my mom started her own daycare instead. So she had a daycare of, I want to say 10 or so kids all by herself. And she's even told me that she took the kids that were at the daycare to all my hospital appointments, which I thought was kind of cool. So all the little kids went with me to my doctor's appointments and cardiology appointments. So I was around kids when I was in between my surgeries and stuff. So that was part of me growing up. Okay, the lighting is being really weird. There we go. So I can understand the sickness part of it. I did see a couple people saying that they don't want them to be outside or in school, which is kind of, I don't know, I guess it's up and down for me. I loved school and I hated school. So I've had good and bad experiences for school. I've had best friends from school. I'm still friends with my best friend from first grade, which I remember her telling me the story of how we met in Latchkey was a before and after school program, and we went to go put our coats away, and she asked me why I had a scar, and I told her that I was bitten by a shark. And she, once I left, she thought to herself, we're gonna be best friends, and that's what happened. So we've been friends since first grade. She was my maid of honor, I was her maid of honor. So it's, I don't know, I guess I have some awesome stories about when I was a kid, especially with friends. But I also didn't like going to school because people also bullied me about my voice. So I didn't even show my scar half the time because I didn't want another thing to be bullied about. So the whole bubbling and sheltering thing, I know a few adults who, well, not a few, a couple that have never gone off to college, never left their parents' house, like moved out. They've never experienced life, I guess. And that's really sad when someone tells me that. And I do ask why. And a lot of them say, oh, my doctor said I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. And there's just some things I feel like the doctor shouldn't be able to tell you you can't do. For like example, college or school. You should be able to go if you want to go. They have tutors, they have people there to help you in college. So I don't understand why parents wouldn't be like, yeah, go, experience life, experience it. But I do know a lot of people who are in college and are doing it, and it's awesome. Good for you guys. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to just write it on there, I'll see it, and I'll go ahead and answer it as I'm going on. Another thing for sports, I did see a lot of you guys have your kids in chest protectors. I played softball for 12 years, never ever had a chest protector, ever. I'm pretty sure my mom would have wanted me to, but I didn't. Hey, Andrew. And I never had a chest protector. I was also never hit in the chest. I was hit in the head once, but that's another story. But never been hit in the chest. I think with baseball and softball, it's really unlikely, I guess because of the way you're standing. I guess it all depends. Maybe the shoulders and stuff. But my cardiologist at the time didn't even tell me to wear a chest protector. And I didn't do it anyway. And for soccer, I never wore a chest protector or anything like that. I guess it depends on the sport, I want to say, or how active they are in that sport. I mean, I even tried basketball, and I wanted to try basketball because all my friends were trying basketball. So, of course, I have to try it too. And I did. I went to tryouts, and I ran as hard as I could. And unfortunately, as we all know, running is not our strong suit. And that's, I think, the point I realized that I can't do everything that everyone else is doing. I wanted to play basketball so bad. It was devastating when I found out that I couldn't. And I really wanted to play, but I just couldn't keep up with everyone else. So that's when I stuck with softball and ended up playing softball for 12 years until I hurt my back. So I didn't even stop playing softball because of heart related. I stopped because I hurt my back in high school. And then as for, let's see, there was another one. I'm trying to remember everyone's comments. There was a comment about how they don't know how to not bubble their kids, I guess. And I guess everybody is different. I know I'm going to be different when I have a kid. I'm probably going to protect the crap out of this kid. And I can't even tell you guys not to because I already know I'm going to be overprotective of this kid, no matter if it has a heart defect or not. Because I'm already overprotective of my dog, and she's a dog. I'm like, I don't know. So, hey John, to not be protective of your kids, I'm kind of going to be a hypocrite when that happens. So, I guess I just want to say that if your kid wants to try something, let them try it. If they fail, then they fail. At least they can say that, oh yeah, I tried this or I tried that, you know. At least they can say that they've done it. And I think that's my biggest thing is just letting them try. Because if they've never tried, then how do they know if they can't do it or not? My son won't let anyone or anything stop him. He's 2. His cardiologist says, let him find his own limits and don't stop him trying. Exactly. My cardiologist always said that to my mom. She'll know her own limits. She'll figure it out. Just let her try. And when she figures it out, she'll know what she can do and what she can't do. And I say that a lot, that we will figure it out. Because some people have more energy than others. I know 2 guys that weight lift, and that's how I hurt my back. But that's awesome. Go for it. If you can do it, then do it. I am not that person because I hurt my back weightlifting, so that's not my thing. So yeah, everyone's got their own, I guess, energy on what they can do. Yeah, we might all have the same heart defect, but it doesn't mean we can all do the same stuff. And I also say that a lot, that just because I have HLHS and your kid does too, does not mean we can do all the same stuff. Because you can't. Like, I can't weightlift while 2 of my friends can. So everyone's different. It goes along with the running or sports. Some people can't even play sports, and I'm lucky that I could. So everyone's just different, but the whole letting them try is my biggest thing. And I want to thank everyone who did comment on that, because I'm glad to see that there's a wide range of, yes, I bubble, to no, not at all. So it's nice to see how different everyone is. And for those that don't really know how to not bubble, I guess I just want to say that if your kid wants to try something, let them, even though you don't want them to. It's gonna be hard, and I know it will be, but if they want to try it, they can at least say that they've done it. And later in their life, they're gonna be like, yeah, I tried to do it. I couldn't keep up, or I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I couldn't whatever. But they can look back and say, yes, I tried to do that, whether I did it or not. Hi from Poland. Aw. Oh, I'm so glad. So just giving them the chance to even try it is what they need. And even running around on the playground. I did that as a kid. I do that now when I work with kids. That is exercise for them. They're at a park. Yes, it might not be clean. Yes, it's probably super dirty, but kids aren't always going to be in a clean environment. Not every second of the day, unless you keep them in their home, which they can't just be at home all the time. I mean, the world is a scary place, very scary. There's germs everywhere. You don't know what's been where, you know, everything like that. But you've got to let your kid be a kid. You've got to let them try things. I ate glue as a kid. Okay? I ate grass. I'm pretty sure I probably ate dirt too. I'm still here. I probably got sick from it. And I do need to say that when I was sick, I found out that I had huge tonsils. So I had to get my tonsils and adenoids taken out. And after that, I was not as sick as much. So that's a blessing also. Speaking of sports, I would appreciate your opinion on this. My daughter is 7 and recently had her third sports day. She also is a great sport, has fun, but expected by the end of the day 2 hours of sports. She was tired, and when they informed her teachers, both not even together, told me to just take her home, like she was a burden to them. And now I'm not sure letting her do it. Next year's a good idea. I don't want her to feel that way. Wow. That makes me so mad. When I've had my fair share of bad teachers. I have. And it really sucks because now that I'm in that position where I'm teaching, you don't ever want a kid to feel like they're not supposed to be there. Because that leads to things down the road. So the fact that those 2 teachers told you just to take her home is ridiculous. I would never say something like that. Because if they think of her to just go home because she's a burden, I'm getting so mad right now. I don't understand some people. None of your kids are burdens. Let me just tell you that. They are going to grow up to be awesome kids, and they're going to love life, and they're going to be whatever they want to be. Don't let any teacher be a negative influence on your kid. Because if she can do it and get through 2 hours of doing sports and she's tired, that's awesome. She did it. She can look back and be like, yes, I did that on that day, and I'm going to always remember that for the rest of my life. So don't let some 2 teachers tell your daughter she cannot do what she wants to do. That makes me so mad. Sorry. I would let her do it next year. If she wants to do it, let her do it. Then she can look back and be like, hey, I did it again this year. And give attitude right back to those teachers. Some teachers need that. I've met teachers before that, my own teachers, that told me that I can't do this. And I'm like, Watch me. Don't tell me I can't do something. I've had amazing teachers and I've had horrible teachers. I've had teachers that told me I'm not worth it, not even because of my heart defect, but because my parents got divorced. What? Yeah. That's a whole nother story. But I've also had amazing teachers. My gym teacher in middle school, awesome. The best gym teacher I've ever had in my life. He told me I could walk the mile, I could run the mile, I could skip the mile if I wanted to. He was awesome. He let me do anything that I needed to do. If I needed to get more water, great. He was there for me, and I will never forget that teacher. There are good teachers and bad teachers, and unfortunately, you got stuck with those two teachers that were horrible. No, don't be sorry for making me mad. I just can't believe that happened. It's horrible. Anyway, back to the bubbling. Sorry, topic there. Oh, I'm so sorry that you have to change schools. That really sucks. The bubbling thing, I've seen the extreme, and I've seen the other extreme. So one extreme being that the kid can't do anything. The kid can't go outside. The kid can't go to sleepovers. The kid can't do anything besides being at home. And unfortunately, I've met one of those kids who is now an adult. And he has no drive for life. There's no, yeah, I want to try this, even if I fail at it. There's no push for him to do anything. Which is really sad, because is he going to regret this later in life? Is he going to regret not trying things? What's going to happen? And I even talked to him about it. I said, hey, why don't you go do this? Why don't you try this? Or whatever. And he was like, no, my mom said I can't do this. My dad said I can't do that. My doctor said I can't do this. And I'm like, what can you do? Like, it's really sad to see this kid can't do anything because he has the same heart defect I have. But yet, growing up, my mom let me do whatever I wanted. I have so many scars on my arms and legs from falling, from skipping, from hitting my head. I hit my back of my head on the back of the fireplace once. Yeah, I was that kind of kid. I've gone to college. I've traveled to different states. I've done various amounts of things. So there's two extremes. I don't want to say I'm one of the extremes because I'm not. My cardiologist said, no, you cannot go skydiving. Okay, off my list. I will not go skydiving. I'm not going to put my life in danger. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about letting kids do normal life things. Having sleepovers, going to the park, doing all of those things. Those are normal kid things. Afraid of my future. Sorry, I'm just reading a comment. Oh, the fontaine's coming up. Don't worry. It'll be okay. From Germany. I love how there's so many people from different countries. I wish I could travel more because I want to. And I'm so jealous that my sister, she just went to London a couple of months ago. I want to travel so bad. But I will be traveling in December. More news to come on that one. But I am excited that a lot of parents are letting their kids do what they want. Letting them fall and get back up. Hi from Michigan. Where in Michigan? Please tell me it's Ann Arbor or East Lansing. Somewhere over there. Parents are letting their kids fall and get back up. They're letting them hit their head, and I have 4 stitches in the back of my head. They're letting them play softball and get hit in the head. It's a lot of different things. As an adult, what type of issues do you have on a day-to-day basis? Good question. Okay, so day-to-day basis. recently we moved to an apartment that has stairs. I'm not used to that. I'm used to living in a first floor apartment. So now every day I go up 2 flights of stairs. It's good for me, but I get winded so much easier, especially when I have to take my dog out. She goes out multiple times a day. So I'm not going up the stairs just once or twice a day. I'm going up and down the stairs multiple times a day. So I've been feeling it the last couple days. For just coming in, I have to catch my breath because I'm not used to it. I mean, I'm excited it's gonna make my calves look good, but ooh, from Detroit. I love the Detroit Zoo. Love the Detroit Zoo. Anyway, so I've noticed the stairs has been an issue because I'm not used to it. In college, I went up 1 flight of stairs, but that was, God, almost 4 years ago now. So going from living on the first floor to the second floor is a big change. We almost got a 3rd floor apartment, and I almost like freaked out because I didn't know if I could do it every day. So we got a 2nd floor apartment. That's the most thing I'm noticing right now. When I am working, I move constantly. So I'm used to that moving constantly. And I'm used to being hot. When you're moving, you just get warm. So I'm used to being warm and hot, and just, it's not a fun day. So day to day right now has been the stairs. And that's been, I don't want to say it's a struggle because it's not. I can go up a couple flights of stairs. I just get tired more easily going up and down the stairs multiple times a day. Ooh, from Canada, from Poland. Wow, there's a lot of people. That's good. Any other questions about bubbling or my day-to-day life, anything like that? You can ask me anything at this point. I don't really have, I guess, too much else to say about bubbling, but to let them try. You want to let them try. And I understand the sick thing. I completely understand that because you don't want your kid to be sick. And I get that. But preventing them from going to the park or a friend's house, you know, that stuff's not, it's not going to help them if they can't play. Is your voice from paralyzed vocal cords? Yes, it is. I have paralyzed vocal cords since my first surgery. My mom said when I first started crying, I sounded like a baby cat. So that's always good. Owen says I got cut open too. Nice. That's funny. There's times that people ask, what did you say as a kid? When everybody else asked you, and I said, oh, I was bitten by a shark, or I was attacked by a bear, you know, those kind of things. What daily meds do you take? Okay, let's take a trip to the kitchen, because that's where I keep my meds. He has a heart, at HLHS, oh, he has a heart transplant now. Okay, so my daily meds include an aspirin, and then I'm on losartan for blood pressure, and then I'm on Lasix for my fluid retention. I take Lasix now twice a day because I'm still having fluid in my legs, which is super annoying and it drives me up a wall. Like just sitting here before I started this video, my legs, I can put a dent in my legs. It's scary, but I'm kind of getting used to it, which is sad. Like it's just so much that there's like a little dent in my leg, and it's like a normal thing to me now. It's really annoying. But I see my cardiologist on the 1st, and I'm hoping he can give me an answer on what I need to do or what I need to change. I don't know. I have cut back on my salt intake to see if that helps. I don't know. I don't see really a change, but I guess we'll see. That is awesome. That is awesome that your son loves to do motorbikes and scooters, everything like that. See, I'm just a scaredy cat, so I would not do that. Running, yes. Running is fine. I feel like all heart kids have problems with running, or most of us do. I mean, I did do a 5K, but I did not run the whole time, because I would probably have to be in one of those EMT trucks afterwards. But I ran and walked it, so that was nice. And it's not a race for me, it's just the fact that I did it. I can say I did a 5K. But, yeah. Does anybody have any more questions? Anything? On anything, any topic, whatever you want to ask, it's fine with me. Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome too. I love interacting with you guys. It's so much fun to see your kids and what they're doing and how everything's going for them. It's just so exciting to see what they're doing. What do you remember from the Fontan? Honestly, nothing. I don't remember any of my surgeries. I remember nothing. The things that I started to remember now, the first time I went in for my cath in May, I literally had an anxiety attack because the anesthesiologist came in and he was talking about how I will be put under and they're going to put a breathing tube in. And I'm like, what is happening? And I freaked out. I literally freaked out because I was so scared that something horrible was going to happen. And then the recovery was just horrible. It's just not fun. Let's see. We started a nonprofit, Hope for Hearts, and we've raised over 100,000. That's so cool. I'm going to have to check it out. I really want to start a nonprofit, but I don't know where to start. What does your cardiologist say about having children? Okay, so I was going to announce this at a later time, but I guess I'll wait, or I'll do it now. I'm not pregnant. That's not what I'm announcing. Not pregnant. My cardiologist has said I can't have kids. I have to be on bed rest probably after 7 months, something like that. I might have to be on oxygen, and I probably will have to give a C-section, one or the other. But I can have kids. And the thing I was going to announce was that my husband and I are going to start trying in the fall to have kids. So I'm excited about that. We just have to get cleared, a few more tests from cardiology, and then we're good to go. What do you think the best CHD group to donate for research? There's a lot. I love Men in Little Hearts. I love the Pediatric Cardiology Foundation. I love Mayo Clinic. There's a lot of awesome places out there. Whoa, hold on, I can't read them all. Oh, baby. The dentist. Okay, yes, the dentist. I hate going to the dentist. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But we have to go. I have to take an antibiotic before and after I go, and that's a normal routine. Hope for Hearts. Yes, I will look that up. Kiss is dead and he's starting to understand his heart cath. Heart caths are scary. And the fact that I had 2 in 2 months freaked me out. I was so worried about it. I don't know. I don't like going under. I don't like going to the doctor. I never like going to the doctor. Hate it. I always dread it. And that's why I've been put on blood pressure medication, because every time I go to the doctor, it's through the roof, because I have so much anxiety that this is the time they're going to find something, or this is what's going to happen. I don't know. I think it's an irrational fear, but I think we all have it. Did they stent open your aorta as an adult? Yes. I got a stent in my aorta. I got a stent in my aorta the last time I had my cath. I don't feel any different. So, excuse me. I don't know. I don't feel any different. How often do you see your cardiologist? Right now, since I had my cath, I've been seeing him every month. Sucks. So the first, I have to go back down to St. Pete and see my cardiologist. I'm going to ask him for recommendations up here, but I'm probably still going to see him just because I really like him. Are you able to have a career or job? Yes. I've been working full time this summer. Recently moved, so I'm still looking for a job right now. I've had 4 or 5 interviews this week. I've gotten offers for all of them, so I just kind of need to decide what I want to do. But yes, I do have a job and a career, work full time. Learning disabilities in school. Yes, I did. I had a hard time with math and science in those areas. It was horrible. I hated it. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand it, and nobody took the time to teach it to me. So I was placed in with the special needs kids. So I had extra time in tests. I had to go there for class. I had to get help as another class, I would say. Which kind of sucked because nobody else would really take the time for me. And I hated that. So I think those things kind of need to change, and I'm not sure if they have changed. But I think that you shouldn't group everybody into one group. I get it, there's a limited amount of teachers, but we should have more people helping. I am 27 years old. You have Medicaid. That's a whole nother topic. Not excited about it, nothing. But yes, I currently have Medicaid. I'm trying to look for other options, or once my husband gets his new work, I will probably join on with him, since I don't know what's going to happen. Did they go back in to close your stent, or did they close on its own? My son is still open and wondering if they close it. For the stent that they recently did, I'm not sure. If you're talking about the Fontan, my fenestration was closed for my Fontan. For the stent, I'm not really sure. They just put a stent in my aorta. So to help with blood flow, because my aorta was like here, so they opened it back up to here, so there's more blood flow. That's how he explained it to me. I also was on drugs, so I didn't really understand it. I can ask my husband again. He's the one that was listening. So the stent question, I'm not exactly sure. The highest stats. I usually run for my O2 is usually around 93 to 96. The lowest I've gone was when I was on an airplane, and it was down to 80. And the highest I've been was 98. And I looked at it like, is this thing wrong? It was crazy. Other than that, if I'm on oxygen, then it's like not 100%. But yeah. I hope those are the stats that you're talking about. Put it in. I said it wrong. Oh, did they put it in? Yeah. So I currently am seeing my cardiologist once a month. I'm hoping he changes it shortly to longer than that, because I don't want to go every month. I hate going every month. But he also said that he wants to do another cath in 6 to 12 months, and I'm like, do we have to? I don't really want to. It's not fun. Any liver issues? Currently, no. They ran tests the last time I went. Everything looks fine, so that is good. I have heard that's been happening with quite a few people, and that's scary. Exactly. I've been seeing a lot of people having liver problems. I'm not there currently, but I might ask them to do another test just to see and double check and make sure. Have his lips turn blue randomly? I ran him to the ER. I haven't. The only things I really look at is my nails. I sometimes don't paint them for a while well, I've got like a little chip, but I don't paint them for a while. And sometimes when I'm really hot or out of breath, I double check because I want to make sure nothing's wrong. But I also have my handy dandy little O2 checker thing. I love this thing. But no, my lips do not turn blue. I've also learned to look at your gums and see if those are blue as well. Cardiac MRI, yes. About probably 10 years ago. They did it instead of doing a heart cath. But that was a long time ago. Whoa, I'm getting put on a new medication to prevent liver problems in the future. What medication am I putting you on? Do you feel good, like not out of breath all the time, or you have good energy? Yeah, I feel great. The only time I'm really out of breath is coming up the stairs or if I'm running around like a crazy person. Like at work, I tend to like non-stop movement. And then when I get home, I'm like, whew, time to relax. Yay, another HLHS adult. Hi. But other than that, I am good. The only thing I'm really, really concerned about right now is this stupid fluid in my legs. Because it's still happening as I'm sitting here right now. I can put a dent in my leg. So much fluid is in there. I don't know how I'm supposed to show you guys that. I've taken pictures and shown you before. Yes. Sildenafil. My cardiologist wants to put me on that. I think. I can't remember. I don't know. I'll have to ask him again. I know he wants to put me on that Viagra medicine or something. It's supposed to help with the flow of your heart. But my insurance is being a pain and is not approving me. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I know he's talking to insurance and seeing what they can do or what we can change to do. I don't know. This whole insurance thing is just annoying. Oh, okay. So it is Viagra. So that's the medicine that he wants to put me on. But they are not being compliant with it. Yes, edema. That's what I'm having. They don't know why it's happening. And my heart is looking fine. So they really don't understand. Lasix, I'm on 40 milligrams of Lasix. It's not really doing much that I've noticed. So that kind of sucks. 11 played baseball team. Oh, I'm so glad. Another vocal cord paralysis? I have yet to meet someone who has vocal cord paralysis. I'm wanting to meet somebody else who has it because I still struggle with how my voice sounds and I find it really annoying. So I really want to meet somebody else, see if they're like me, I guess. Do you have any pulmonary hypertension? I don't think so. Whoa, I'm catching up on the comments here. Oh, you got more delivered in the mail. I might have to do that. I know not a lot of adults or kids that have vocal cord problems. I don't know, it just happened. I do know I have a friend who got a mitral valve put in and they gave him vocal cord paralysis at that procedure. And he's doing vocal therapy, I guess, for it. So I feel like it's kind of late for me since this is my voice for the last 27 years. So I don't feel like I can really change it now. And I don't know if I really want to. It's kind of who I am now. And I've kind of owned it. I mean, sometimes it's really annoying. For example, like when I work with kids and I have to raise my voice, it's like, what? What'd you say, Miss Megan? I mean, I know they're joking and they know like my issues, but it can get annoying. Thank you. Oh, wow. Are there any more questions? Anything. It can be about me, it can be about you, whatever. I'm open to any questions. You guys know that. You guys know that I'm an open book. Also, if any of you are coming to Orlando anytime, I will meet up with you. I'm only like 20 minutes from Disney, so let me know so we can meet up. I know a lot of you guys like to go to Disney or you take your kids to Disney, so I think it'd be fun to meet up sometime. Of course, no problem. I feel like I need to do more videos. Aw, man. Well, if you guys come back, let me know. Do I ever go to speaking events? Yes, I spoke, God, I'm trying to remember now. Spoke last year at Mayo Clinic, also at the Men and Little Hearts Conference, and a few other places. I've spoken at nursing schools, and some other places. I'm talking to a few other people, so that's letting you know when I get confirmation that I can share things. But yes, I do go to speaking events. I think they're a lot of fun. I love letting people learn about me and things like that. Do it. If you're getting offered to speak somewhere, do it. It is an awesome experience. It's a lot of fun. Puberty. No, I didn't have any problems with puberty. I do know a couple girls who had a early or a late puberty, and I've also heard of a couple girls who've never gone through puberty. So I don't know if that's heart related or something, but I would talk to a doctor about that. Yes, I am from Michigan originally. Anytime coming up, hoping so. Probably next summer. I am going to the Mott Family Heart Reunion next year. I think it's probably in June or July, one or the other. So I will be at that. I am going to be planning on going to Mayo again this year. October 14th, Mayo Clinic is having their Feel the Beat conference. That's where I spoke last year. It was so much fun. Loved it. I recommend going. You learn a lot and you meet a lot of people. Cassie, you work with Wisconsin PCHA. Awesome. Message me. I want to talk to you. Did my parents shelter you when you were growing up? No. Not sheltered at all. I did anything I wanted to do. They let me try anything, whether they were scared or not, probably, but I still did whatever I wanted to do. How do parents get involved with Mayo? Anyone can attend. It is awesome. They've got booths everywhere. You can see 3D printed hearts of HLHS hearts. I dressed up as a surgeon. Awesome. I really recommend you go. My friend Brenton, he is speaking this year at Mayo. So excited for him. Can't wait to see him speak. So it's a fun time. So you should definitely come. I really recommend it. Last year was a lot of fun. I got to speak next to Stacy Lynn, myself, Kelly DiMaggio, who also is an adult with HLHS, and her name's blanking right now. Another mom. She has 2 kids with HLHS. It was an awesome conference last year. Highly recommend you go. I do know Men and Little Hearts is having theirs September, I believe, this year in Texas. I don't think it's been taken out yet, but I do know it's happening. Yeah. And I think that's it for this year. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Next year's going to be crazy busy. I already know that. And I'm hoping a lot more stuff comes up. More stuff comes to Orlando because that'd be easy. Yes, I will post a link for Mayo probably today or tomorrow so you guys can look at it. I know I've posted the video from last year. A lot of fun. I will post the link. I think they're still working on a few things. I'll check with the contact that I have there, see if I can post anything. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Last year we got to go and my husband and I got to look at the labs where they're doing the stem cell research. So that was awesome to see. And I even have a video of the stem cells beating. So that was really cool to see. Probably something I will never see again. But that was awesome. I really recommend you go to Mayo. And they have a clinical study as well, if you would like to participate. I've been getting emails about it, so I might be doing that. But we will see. It requires a lot of travel, so I'm not really sure. But yeah. Are there any other questions? No? If not, it's fine. You can always post later or message me. That's all good. If that's everybody, keep getting little popping notifications. Well, I hope this was very helpful. I hope I gave you guys a lot of information. I like doing these live videos because it's nice that I can talk to you guys and answer questions like that. Sometimes when I'm busy, I don't see everybody's comment. So this is kind of nice that I just can take the time and read through everything. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.